So to work this problem, what I would recommend is, it does say that you should plot some points. So making a table is a good idea. And some students like to rewrite the equation in slope-intercept form. And if you do that, you are going to get, in this case, you will get a fraction for the slope. So it makes it a little bit tougher to graph necessarily. But kind of looking at this equation, what I would recommend is that you use the intercepts to graph this equation. And so the intercepts are found by first letting x be equal to 0 and solving for y, and then letting y be equal to 0 and solving for x. So I'm going to make a little table here of xy table. Okay? And because you're going to use the graphing tool to graph the equation, the graphing tool in my math lab, if you have 2 points, then you can use the graphing tool and it'll graph the line for you. So if we use the x and y intercepts, then you'll have your 2 points. So to find the y-intercept, you set x equal to 0, and then you solve for what y goes with that. So I'm going to take this 0 and substitute it right in here for the x, and then solve for y. So 0 for x plus 3y equals 6. Alright, well then I need to solve for y, so I'm going to have to divide by this 3. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And so here I'm going to get that y equals 2. Okay? And so 0, 2 is an order pair that's on this line. And it's actually also the y-intercept. You're going to learn about that. Alright, now I'm going to, this time around, instead of setting x to 0, because we've already done that, let's this time around set y to 0. Okay? So you set y to 0, substitute in here, and then we're going to solve for the x that goes with that. Okay, so I'm going to erase this work over here. Alright, there we go. X plus 3, and then where y is, we have a 0, equals 6. And then 3 times 0 is 0, right? So we get x plus 0 equals 6, or x equals 6. So here's your other order pair, 6, 0. So here are the 2 pairs we're going to graph in my math lab, 0, 2, and 6, 0. And they came from our table. Okay, they came from the table. All right, so now I'll go to my math lab. So I'll pause this for a second. Okay, so we're back here to my math lab, and we are going to use the graphing tool to graph the equation. Okay, it says here, click to enlarge. Okay, there we go. So you're going to use the line tool, which is this one, the second one down. And the first thing you want to do is click the graph to plot the first point on the line. And remember that 0, 2 was one of our points. So you're going to move this till you get to 0, 2. And then you're going to click, and there's our first point. Okay? Now the next intercept, let's go back and check what that was. That was 6, 0. Okay, so now we're going to go to 6, 0 and click there. Okay? Alright, so there's our line, and now I will save that. Okay, and now let's submit and see, or let's check it and see if we've got that line right. Excellent. So I hope that helps.